I got that live on there. Okay. All right. We are live, guys. This is Indie Talk with Jesse and Jeryn, featuring the return of your local librarian and member of the Schoolhouse of Rock, Leonard Literacy. How's it going, Leonard?
Been spectacular. How are you doing, Jesse and Jeryn?
Good.
Good. Yeah. I'm glad you're doing spectacular. So, yeah. Yeah, it's been second time for Leonard or for you, and we had you back
Time.
two-time Leonard two-time. There we go.
What the Leonard double take?
Yeah. There you go.
Wait, is that Leonard? No, that's Leonard. Okay, that's him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. The first time we had you on was back on October 27th. So
that was a while ago.
Yeah, I'm sure you've done some things that recently became August 27th. That was since then on you became the MAW tag team champions, or one half of the tag team champions. So things going. Yeah. So definitely got a lot of things going on. So
yeah, a couple good things, couple bad things, but overall good. In between.
That's good. Yeah. But what else would for anybody, this is Leonard's second show. If you want to learn about who Leonard is or how he began wrestling, go watch the first show. Go to the Indie Talk archives page. You can learn about how he got into wrestling and everything. But pretty much, we're gonna do some updates and ask him some other questions, see what else has been going on, and so.
But do you remember where we left off last time? I'm just saying, like, hypothetically.
Oh yeah. Let me see. I believe I have the notes from the first time. Let me find it again. That was that's not it. Where are you? Oh, shoot, hold up. I think. Yeah, so it was back in August. There was a Leonard Literacy, at least on my notes of stuff that I prepared. We talked about how he got into watching wrestling, the Leonard Literacy persona, the best matches that you've had, how the Schoolhouse of Rock was put together, how you train and everything. So pretty much that. Yeah. So that was a fun show. So definitely go watch that again, guys, or watch it or rewatch it. So yeah.
I feel like I can go on forever on almost about anything.
Yeah. And you mentioned there is talked about a story about something in the bathroom and having the stall or something. So that was a fun part. That was a funny part.
Toilet paper.
The toilet paper, yeah.
Yeah.
And had to like rush out or something. So covered a lot in the first show. So yeah. But so this few days ago was Christmas. What did you do for Christmas?
My Christmas was good. We did me and my close buddies had a secret Santa that we have. It's we're pretty much lifelong friends, but we usually sit around. I'm gonna say, was it Survivor Series or not? SummerSlam. So it is. We usually sit down for SummerSlam. Not only do we watch the show, or I think a show around that time, we pick out a name for either one of us, and then we, kind of the gifts together. So then on a week before or a little after, we had like a big party and stuff. And this year, we rent out a party room, which is super nice. We rent out a party room. We just bring a bunch of food, a bunch of drinks, like just non-alcoholic, but some alcoholic, and we play some. So first we kind of dish the main gifts, to the Sikh Center or whatnot, which are whoever, and then we usually do what's called a naughty or nice game list, and we put like side gifts on the side, and we play party games to see who can earn which gift or whatnot. So a little incentive, and sometimes they're gifts and sometimes they're bad gifts, but you know,
Yeah.
like a case in point, I think this is the third year I've received the bad gift, or it's one of them, you know.
Oh no.
Yeah, the 3 years or 2 years ago, I received the Big Has plushie with a pink robe around him, like one that actually fit him. And I was like, what? Why do I have a Big Has plush with that pink robe? Makes no sense.
Hmm.
Last year I got a wrestling promotions. Well, it's unofficial, but I wrestled for this company, and I don't wrestle for them anymore.
Hmm.
And it's kind of a touchy subject for me. So this year, I don't know how, one of the buddies decided to throw a bunch of pictures from that promotion into a calendar, and the
Oh.
rib was I have to set the calendar up and take a picture of every month that I have. So I had to put incentives for every picture of every of the month and stuff. Thankfully, it's December, so I can throw it away after the end of the month. So I'll be good on
Go ahead. Yeah.
that.
Yeah. There you go. Oh man. Yeah, that sounds pretty fun. So.
Oh yeah, like I said, we have a lot of fun. Funny. We play a lot of ribs on each other, but it's also super fun and really enjoyable. Honestly, I look forward every year we have it. So this will be the ninth year, or next year will be the ninth year. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. 9 years. Wow. Okay. Yeah. 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 Go ahead.
Yeah, actually, there's a. I'll show you one more. Hold on, one second here.
Okay.
So as a small rib, but as a present,
Mhm.
last year my shit Santa he got me this game chair that I'm in actually right now. It actually feels super comfortable and everything. But as a small gift, um, you guys know the show The Boys by any chance? Have you guys seen it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I think.
All right, it's like it's a superhero show, but it's kind of like it has extreme content in it,
Yeah, it's
and
pretty.
yeah. So one of the characters in there is called Homelander. You're familiar with him, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the story goes in this where a buddy of mine was at a convention where the actor Anthony Starr was there, who plays Homelander, and he wanted to thought of a good idea for it. So he went up to him and he said, "Hey, can you fill this out, sign it, and then maybe write a special message if you can?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, that's fine." So he entered the message. I'm gonna um I'm gonna
Oh.
I'll read it to you guys, and then I'll show you the picture. So here's the picture, right?
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
So here's the message. If you can read that. If not, I'll tell you.
Oh. Yeah. I see.
So it says, TJ, you're no hero. You're a piece of shit. And they signed it at the bottom of Homelander and the Star. So
Nice.
I hold this in high regard. I look at it, I hear the picture. When you look at something, you just like hear stuff. But
Hmm.
so I always treasure stuff like this. Like it's all in good fun, and I love it. So
Hmm. Yeah. 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 Definitely. Yeah. I'm glad.
um,
Oh yeah. Yeah. I haven't had any like rib gifts before, so I'm glad I haven't like gotten like poop in a bag or anything. So here's your
that's a
gift.
little extreme there. I mean,
Yeah.
that's coming from
Yeah, really,
that's
Jerry.
coming from close to heart, I guess. But
Oh no. Oh. Yeah. Oh man. You can there's certain ways well I guess for not gift Christmas gifts, but birthday gifts, for some reason my friend he wanted to start this tradition where he gets us like a spoon, like a right little Hot Wheels car, some food, or there was a like a some like Disney princess drawing book. I was like, why are we doing this? But you just get everyone the same stuff. I was like, okay. So I just got a wooden spoon now. I don't know what to do with it. Yeah. and like a Hot Wheels car, and I did get like a what was it? Oh, what's her name? Uh, it's the oh yeah the current AEW Women's Champion, but it was a WWE
Is Jamie
figure,
Hayter?
not Hater. The English girl with the short hair.
Oh, Ruby Soho.
Not no, not Soho. The
You said AEW or
yeah, or she yeah,
yeah?
she's maybe
It's
it
not. You
was
sure not Hayter?
or maybe it was before her. Whoever.
Before was not forgot her name now.
What is AEW Women's?
Oh, Storm, Tony Storm.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah, thank you very much, Richard.
yeah. I gotta know my history, but
Yeah,
yeah, they just randomly
which
got that
does.
Tony Thorne figure. I was like, okay, so
Yeah. By the way, if I can, just really quick, I know it's kind of sudden. I want to give a huge shout out to Richard Yerke
oh yeah,
and again for Jason Strife. If you guys can have him in your prayers, that'd be greatly appreciated.
yeah, yeah. We've been keeping up with Jason Strife, and yeah, it was really sad to hear that he had to go through that, and I've heard of the health issues. I just didn't know what it was, and now it's yeah, gotten to the point where he's on a hospice now, which is unfortunate. So
Yeah, very. I mean, that's it's again a lot of it's out of left field, but
hmm
I mean, I don't know. I hope he's doing all right though. And so let everybody know that we care about him. You know.
hmm yeah, yeah. Yeah, I got to meet him twice, but see him three times. So I'm glad that I was able to get to see him because I know he's mainly like the South Dakota guy or his when he had his promotion in Oklahoma. I was like, hope I get to see him, and I actually came to Minnesota slash North Dakota one time. So
He's
or a
really
couple
big in
times.
Iowa. Yeah, Yellow Dog.
Iowa,
Mm.
yeah, that too. So yeah, Yellow Dog's a great character. So yeah.
What about you, Jess? You get any rib gifts or anything like that, or
Yeah,
Oh,
not, nothing really.
well, nothing.
Oh,
Okay.
no gifts, but a couple of years ago, I got from a nephew of mine. He gave me a pair of socks. Just a sock.
Here you go, Uncle. Here's a sock. Yeah.
a couple years ago, another like prize pot gift. This is kind of more of a rib on me. It was this picture was taken in 2014.
Mhm.
I went to this karaoke joint, and I got a little tipsy or not, and I was doing karaoke, and there were these two women behind me, and for some reason they decided to take a picture. So fast forward like 4 years ago, we're doing the naughty or nice gift pot, and this one person picks it and unwraps it, and it looks like I don't know, like a some sort of poster or something, and that picture of 2014 me doing karaoke with the two girls behind me. So they had to sort of put that in somebody's house. It's just a different reason. I don't know, just stuff like that. But
Yeah, 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 definitely. It's always interesting because you never know what kind of how they're gonna do it, but you know that one friend that's probably gonna do it. So, oh man, yeah, yeah, definitely. But oh yeah, I guess well not just another prayers too, but to the Damon Knight family that happened just
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
mhm, not even a month ago now, which is really sad. So I didn't know
Yeah,
him at all, but I mean, it seemed that when you get enough of that support, or a lot of that support, it's definitely shows that he's a good guy. So yeah.
I see the summits in chat. What's going on, guys? Um, yeah, no, I was sad to hear about him, man. Like I've only rubbed shoulders and I've only rubbed shoulders with him at the early MCW shows, or sorry, MAW shows. And
Oh,
he seemed like a cool guy. He seemed like he was pretty over, and he I guess he got booked somewhere else, so he was doing shows there. But
hmm
yeah, he seemed like good. He seemed like a good guy. I mean, you hate to see stuff like that anyway. Like the guy's a father, and
yeah,
uh, and just you feel for the family and stuff. Especially during this time. When you're close at home and you're taking vacations and stuff. So yeah, just kind of it's sad, but
yeah. And yeah, I know Michael Pam from Michael's Corner has been doing a good job making sure his memories still being remembered, and he's been mentioning him on the his last few shows that he's been doing. So it's
yeah, Michael, seriously.
yeah.
I'm waiting for him to like grow a frohawk though. I'm really, really waiting on that, but I'm not sure he's gonna do it though.
Mhm. Yeah, that'd be pretty interesting to see. An old interview where he was growing his beard out. I was like, this is different. Yeah.
So what's going on, Bullet Bronson? You see you in the chat.
Oh yeah. This
Hoping
one's
to step. Hopefully, I can step in the ring for you this next year, I guess. But yeah,
hmm
hope I can. Somebody can make that happen.
oh yeah. Yeah, maybe below zero or MAW or anything. So
Yeah,
or APW, I don't know, maybe. So
could be
yeah.
maybe. I mean,
Oh
we
yeah.
can get on that news if you want. I could.
Oh yeah, redo
That'd be
that.
my.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's up to you guys. This is your ship.
Oh,
I'm just boarding. I'm a guest, so I'd like to. If you guys like to steer the ship, that's where I'll go.
okay. Um, oh, P King. Oh, yep. P
What's he
King.
want now?
He says, so he's thinking about that. So yeah.
Well,
But
it's
mhm,
about time that Pete does something smart.
yeah. Yeah. And no, every time we're on a show, it's always him and Matthias saying something. So
Yeah, Matthias
Yeah,
all on him.
yeah.
I'll just say this. So, the reason how I got involved, we were doing a TV tipping, and I saw, just something about Kenny Defiance, man. Like he was super anthem. So, what are you amped about? And he's like, just you wait, brother. Just you wait. You know why? And I'm like, I know why. That's what I'm asking. Like, where I'm at. Just didn't tell me. Just you know why. So then he gets on his phone. He starts talking about the APP show, and he's gonna be United States champion. I just had enough of it because he didn't answer me. So I just decided upon myself to grab a chair. I hit him in the back with the chair. He went
Mhm,
tumbling down a couple flight of stairs. He took a flight. I'm just not gonna say where. And I just to take his phone from him and to finish what he said and interject myself in the match,
mm,
which is going to be a three-way between myself, Kenny Defiance, and the current United States champion, Nia. I also said that in the Matthias podcast that I don't care what happens to the world title. Matthias can have that. He can rule the world for all I care. I plan on becoming the Lord of the United States, the new Homelander, by getting that title away from now Kenny Defiance, but stripping it from Jack Neal.
mhm.
So that's all I
Yeah.
say about that. Real, the event got changed to, I believe, January 28th.
Yep. Yeah, that's the new change now. So yeah. Yeah, I think
Summit
we
versus Summit versus Leonard in a Street Fighter. You
uh,
guys will lose horribly. By the way, I'm just letting you know now. You don't want to
yep.
go down that road. If it was Marvel versus Capcom, that you might have an advantage, but no, not Street Fighter. But yeah, I mean that's what the plan is right now. I mean, I feel kind of bad for Kenny Defiance, but then again, I don't, because he's kind of newbie, and I'm sick and tired of people using me as a step stool to get somewhere. I need to take opportunities, for myself. I need to be able to get multiple championships. I mean, opportunities are just given. You got to
Mhm.
earn them. But I
Yeah.
plan on taking and earning it. So
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because I know, yeah, the show was going to be on the 27th, and I was hoping like we'd have you on the show and you got your title or something. But I was like, but I guess, yeah, weather unfortunately canceled that for anybody that doesn't know. But yeah, it was gonna be the 27th. Now it's January 28th, and still same matches, same card. Leonard Literacy versus Kenny Defiance, Zach Neal for the APW US Championship. So,
And you already know what's going to happen. I'm saying now, you know why I'm going to
No.
walk out with that title.
yeah, that's right.
You know why?
You know why? Yeah. Oh, Pete says the 17th. Yeah, sorry. Whoops. Yeah, I've been messing. I said the 27th, didn't I?
Yeah, we're not rewinding time. Going forward, time's
Yeah.
on.
That's right. Yeah. Thank you, Pete. Yeah. But yeah, for since the end of November and half December, we were doing a AP APW month, just highlighting the matches and stuff for the show. And
That was really cool. I really like that whole take. It's like you know what they used to do in like WWF on Saturday mornings. They do a whole recap of what's been happening throughout the week and like do
Yeah.
interviews and have one, you know, a couple matches or whatnot. But yeah, I like it.
Yeah. And I believe what was I think it was like 8 shows total that we did, and had Robbie Rebel and Steve Stardom, or Superstar Steve Stardom, Ghetto Gear Solid, The Summit, Bullet Bronson, Matthias / Pete King, Greg Hertz kind of made a little appearance on there, so I tried to get as many APW talent on there as we could. So I guess we did have Kenny Defiance. I think it was a couple weeks before the end of November when we had him. And
Doc, what did he have to say about it?
oh yeah, yeah. What did he? Trying to remember what he said now. I think he was just saying he was pumped up, and I asked him, Leonard Literacy attacked you in the stairwell. He's like, yeah. I think it was something like I'm gonna get him on the 7th. Well, at the time, the 17th, and get that title. So, but we'll have to
Drago,
see.
you're right. I don't know why he wouldn't tell me why,
You
but
know,
now I had to make it. I had to make reason for him to know why.
Mhm.
Why did Leonard attack me? Why does he want the United States title?
Why would?
Again, it's
Mhm.
to become the Homelander, to be what you need, true champion of the United States.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Leonard's looking for that gold, guys. It's not about friendship when it comes to the gold. You gotta do what's best. So.
And I'm already a you know MAW tag team champion with Raw Heat. That's fine. You know, we got the tag team locked down, which again we are being super excited about. Who's going to be the next, you know, number one contendership to the MAW tag team championship? We haven't had a title defense yet, but
Mhm.
I guarantee you this: whoever wins that show, that
Mhm.
match with the winner and us being the champion is going to be a must see show.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. And
Did he just say?
oh, yeah. Well, Kenny Defiance is in the comments, guys. He says, Leonard Literacy knows why next month his thick ass is grass.
I'm
Ooh.
glad you're saying it because that analogy should be just fine. See, I'm the lawnmower, and I plan on taking the snake with me, whether that's Zach Neal or you, Mr. Defiance.
Oh yeah.
I will walk out as the champion.
That's right. You heard it here, guys. That's right. Actually, yeah, let's do. Let me pull. Well, I guess we only got a date right now, but yeah, January 28th is the new date for the All Out Pro Wrestling show, and yeah, Leonard Literacy is going to be in that title match. So you guys better be there, and if you guys got plans, you better change them. So yeah, that's what Pete King says. So yeah. Oh, uh, Kenny says he better not use the, what is he? I was right. He better not use the writing with Richard Bro. What? Oh. You want to elaborate on that?
Okay. That, that was all right. That was a good one. I'll give him that. He got a small victory there because he made me chuckle. So I have to kind of go into the story of Richard Brow, right?
Hmm.
It's a doozy. All right, so I had this idea of YouTube content I want to kind of put out. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you exact Drago. You know why I'm going to be the new United States champion for AEW. You know why.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave it at that. All right, so I came up with this this mockumentary series, right? You know what that is, a mockumentary? You ever see Spinal Tap?
Hmm.
Maybe.
All right, so pretty much it's a documentary as a mock. It's not real or anything like that, right?
Mm.
Well, I mean, it's real, but I don't know. It's just the way it's presented. It's a documentary, but it's just making fun of itself. So I
Oh,
thought of
yeah.
what would be a good idea for a weekly, like a week, if not a weekly released episode, just a full documentary of this one wrestler who goes by the wrestling trope, right? His name is Richard Brow, the 40-mile wrestler, right? Like
Mm.
you can present it as like a, like even have a cartoon like, after Monday Night Raw at 10 p.m. you can watch the new documentary of Richard Brown and like he's like walking away with his, thumbs up, with his wrestling behind him or something like that. Just something lame like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this series would be closely based off the wrestling trope of the 40-mile wrestler, right? This wrestler's name is Richard Brow. He's the 40-mile wrestler. He does not travel more than 40 miles to a wrestling show. He travels 40 miles in one day for the show day. That's it. He does not do no more. So if he happens to there's a wrestling show that's like 40.1 mile away. He arrives at the venue, he walks in, and as soon as he steps, or actually no, sorry, before he even walks into the door, he reaches the 40 miles, he stands there. That's what his thing is. He does not break gimmick at all. So the wrestling promoter is like, hey, you need to come in here. You're the champion of our show. You're the main event. We promoted you and everything like that. You're like, you gotta get in this ring and wrestle. He's like, hey man, I've reached the 40 miles. I can't do it anymore. I can't not one step or anything like that, right? So the person's like, please, I'll pay you extra. Just you need to get in here and defend this belt stuff. So I can't do it. So the whole show goes on without him standing outside in place because he reached the 40 miles. That's just one episode. There's Russ talking about him, talking like, hey man, like dude, this dude owes me gas money because we were on a show and it was like, a couple miles away. And by the time, we get stopped at this gas station, he says he can't go anymore because he reached the 40 miles. So I had to travel without him and I lived in this gas station or whatever, right? Just it's a whole rip on him. Like he was at McDonald's once and he paid for his food and he drove a little further. All of a sudden he stopped because he reached the 40 miles. The McDonald's employees waving his food like, hey, come get your food, but he's not going anywhere because he reached the 40 miles, which is causing all the other people behind him to, honk and complain and stuff. So it's like an open series where there's wrestlers are talking about stories about him and stuff like that. So
Oh man. Yeah, that sounds pretty elaborate. So
yeah, like there's this one show he goes to the venue, he's practicing and all that stuff. The show happens, he's in the middle of a match. Guy goes to Irish whip, he goes across the rope a couple times, all of a sudden he stops in the middle of the ring because he reaches 40 miles. So guys doesn't know what to do with him, so he clotheslines the hell out of him, pins him 1, 2, 3, and he stays there. And then the next match happens, and he's still in the middle of the ring. He's not going anywhere because he reached the 40 miles. So the whole show happens while he's in the middle of the ring. Meanwhile, the show ends, and they're tearing down the ring with him still in the middle of the ring. And tear down the ring, and then they leave him in the venue to be there by himself. So I'm hoping to do this series. It's a mockumentary. It's going to be, I don't know. The ideas I have for it are pretty funny. It's just again wrestler tropes.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good idea. Yep. Have to get Chavo on board in this.
That would be epic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at to like yeah, I'm gonna have to like dig into some budget because if I already Chavo on it, I want it to be like the best there can be. And Chavo, man, he's been putting out super great content. Okay, really, seriously, I give all props to Chavo, man. Like people are there at shows, busting their ass and everything. Chavo is just right there with them, man. Like seriously, if you had like any sort of applause or app or anything like that going on, please give a huge shout out to Chavo because he was working his tail off.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I just watched we had good old Jason Yerke on the show a few days ago, and he was telling us about a movie. Oh, it's a movie slash video. It's more of a video, but it's kind of they kind of made it feel like a movie feel. But he told us about the Torval series, and I watched that a few days ago, and it's absolutely hilarious. It's got
Yeah,
a
you gotta
Mick,
send it to me. I gotta see that.
yeah, it's got Mick Karch and Pete Huge, and there's a one SNL actor in there, and Jason Yerke. I think all the Yerkes are like background people too. So yeah, that's definitely another thing to watch. So
Yeah, man, to put that on the docket now.
yeah,
Damn, I'm so backlogged with stuff. Luckily, I'm on break right now, so I'll have plenty of time to watch it.
yeah. Yeah, it needs to become a thing. We just need Midwest indie stars making like small movie videos now. I think that'd be a good venue or good outlet to do now. So
I'm done with that.
yeah, definitely. Jesse?
So let's switch the gears up a little bit here.
Sure.
Take wrestling. So in a few days here, I believe the date is December 31st. The new AEW game is coming out. Do you have
on the 31st of this month?
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Okay, well, luckily I'm gonna be having some fun. So I might pick it up.
Yeah.
I see February on Google, or is it another?
Oh, the Drowner movie.
Or is there wait, there's two games I think that they have going on. Maybe. Yeah.
I think a Fight Forever night or AEW Forever something.
Yeah.
That might be a mobile game, maybe, but yeah, no, I've been wanting to ever since it said it was like a no merch style. That's just what I'm do. I remember playing that game. I played the hell out of WrestleMania 2000 like a lot, right? And I can't remember what year it was, but we were over at the TV. All of a sudden, I remember the Dudley Boys were promoting the new game, No Mercy, and I was like, okay. And we pushed our dad to get the game. He has to get it. Sure enough, he's like, yeah, this is a Christmas present for all you guys. So you guys No Mercy. And as soon as we popped that thing in, man, we spent hours in that thing. I was a little disappointed that there was no entrance. Like when you come out, like you get the stage entrance, but that's it, which is fine. I just like the whole WrestleMania 2000 where you can come out and go on the ring ropes and that stuff. But otherwise, that game was just phenomenal. And I love it to this date, man.
Yeah, definitely. Recently, my brother got a PS5 and gave the PS4 to pretty much the family just to use whenever. And I was playing the old 2K19 game, and I was like, because I think I played it like a max of like 5 times ever. I'm like, well, get to learn this game a little bit. I think I played like AJ Styles versus Luke Harper or Brody. Yeah, Luke Harper on the game, and I was like, "Oh, figure out the controls." I'm like, "I'm getting the hang of it." I lose to him. I'm like, "Okay, we'll do a rematch. Play it again." I lose to him again. I'm like, "I'm a rematch again," and he's still again. I'm like, "God damn it, I can't figure this out." So yeah, I lost like 3 times in a row to Brody Lee, Luke Harper. I was like, "This is stupid," but kept playing, and I eventually did get a couple wins in. I'm like, finally. So, yeah. Brody.
I'm gonna do a small shout out real quick. Yeah, I did wrestle for APW once, and my debut match for them was against GD Bandit. who got the victory on me.
Huh.
Still a little salty about that.
Oh yeah. Wait, G Bandit? That was
JD band, yeah.
Oh, JD Bandit. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, what about you, Jesse? You any games like that? You gonna get Fight Forever?
And right now, the game that I've been playing the most has been the new Madden game. So I'm kind of excited for this AEW to come out, just to see what it's about. If it's different from WWE or just see what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ended up getting I guess a couple years ago I ended up getting the Impact game for 60, and I was like, all right, sweet. It's my first time gonna play Impact, see what it's like. And as soon as I popped the thing in, it doesn't work. I was like, okay, I guess that's that.
Yeah. I played that game on the PS2 years ago, and it was pretty fun. It's controls are different than WWE games, but it's pretty fun though. So,
oh my goodness! And then all Drago was talking about this double choke against me and with me and Jerry.
oh no,
Holidays event, he just double chokeslammed both of us. It's messed up. Yeah, but no, I'm excited for that. I really want to see what's going on there. I keep hearing 2K22 is really good too as well. The last one I got was 20. The last one I got was 20, and I'm on. I was about to play that a couple weeks ago, and come to find out that the network's down. So I'm like, what? I can't get none of my like downloaded stuff back. Any of that stuff it's just gone now. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm going to get 22 then. You know.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Jesse, you said you found a lot of the Midwest guys on the downloaded stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
I have to go check that out then.
Yeah. I think who's the guy that does that, Jeryn? I think it's Steve Larson who does all the creations for all the guys.
Oh
yeah, when I first got 22, Daniel Donahue, I believe, he comes to the shows and stuff. He's like, hey, can I wrestle you? And I was like, yeah, sure, that's no problem, you know. And I get into a match with him, and everything's going fine. He's the Undertaker, and he starts, winning on me really bad. It's like there's no me coming back or anything. And then he does something which online gamers do a lot when you play games like this. Not only does he know he's about to win, and I'm drained at this point of like stamina and all that stuff. He goes for pin. He kicks out. He chooses to kick out at one. He pins me. He cancels the pin at one. Then decides to beat the crap out of me some more, prolonging the match. Like I'm like, I just want this match to end now. Can you please? And then no, he goes for a pin again, kicks out at one, and goes right back to B until he gets a super again. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm not gonna rage quit. I'm better than that, but still. So then he finally beat me. He was like, good game. We want it again. I was like, I got something to do. I'm back when I'll see you later,
Oh yeah. There you go.
There's another funny story. Ryan, he's a big gamer and stuff. And when the first SmackDown versus Raw game came out, this is on PS2. You can still kind of go online or whatnot. You can play other people. And we were laughing for like a good hour over this. But he's Kane, and I think can't remember who the other person got picked or whatever. And they're playing back and forth, and Ryan's obviously losing at this point. And dude's I think it was Undertaker. So Undertaker chokeslam Kane like 3 different times, right? Usually at that point, they're dead at that point. But SmackDown versus Raw, the first one, you get button combination. Pretty much any button you press, as long as you press a certain amount of times, you automatically get up. So Ryan's hitting this button like this, like swiping all of them at the same time. And he gets the 1, 2 kick out. The guy he does so much because the guy thinks he's already winning or whatnot. He does it so much that the guy's player stopped moving. He was like just threw down his control because he couldn't pin the guy because he was constantly going like this. Like wouldn't stay down at all.
Yeah.
Like, Triple H, you're not hearing me.
Yeah.
That'd be super hilarious.
Yeah. It's always funny to like I just randomly come across like the WWE 2K videos on TikTok, and it's always like he disappeared. I we'll wait for him.
Yeah.
It was
We'll wait
very
for
abrupt. I'm like, oh, huh.
him.
Yeah. I
Maybe.
maybe his connection or something, but that was very abrupt. It was like, so that's
Do
what
we
happened.
have
What's that?
Do we have any comments in the?
Uh, uh oh, Leonard says, give me a second. Okay. Yeah, but I guess the APW world champion Matthias entered the comments now. He says
Oh,
not the champ would make an appearance. So Leonard's back now. Okay.
all right.
Champs in the house. Leonard was just talking about you too, Matthias. So. Somewhat good things. I don't know. No. Yeah. The champ is here. He Kenny to fight. Oh.
I can't have nothing nice. Jeez.
Yeah. Like he disappeared down. So.
No, this window came up, so I was like, all right, let me click out of it, and then it just backed out of everything. I was like,
Oh.
okay, I guess, sure.
Yeah.
What's going on, champ?
Yeah, the champs in the house.
Matthias.
Yeah. Yeah, I was telling him that you were talking about him, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's a champion. He's a 2-time champion. Although I did tell him he should drop the other belt. It's good to still be a champion, though.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm waiting for him to
Mm.
I'm waiting for somebody, or at least him, to have the idea of like having those big rip away papers. So every time he comes out, he just rips the paper. Pretend
Oh
like it's
yeah.
a brick wall or something. He just rips through it, like he's all
Mhm.
big and bad stuff like that. Be cool, but
He just shock masters the paper or something.
yeah, like just broke through brick. Like, okay, yeah. Next one's concrete, and the next one could be diamond. So it's like every time he breaks through something, it's harder and the harder substance or whatnot. But yeah,
Mhm. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
the titles. Oh,
Mm.
good man,
Yeah. He wants
good
it to
man.
be a female or something. So female star and the EWI.
Yeah, it's probably for the better.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard
I
some
mean,
things.
the APW one looks really good actually.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not saying I'm going for it. That's like I said, you can rule the world. That's totally you. I'll just
Hmm.
take the United States though.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Jesse.
So speaking of championships, you and Wild Pete won the MAW Tag Team Championships. What was your mindset going into that match?
So that match was against the Summit and the Rising, which is the System, Dakota Jacobs, Real Drago, um, G Wild, like that. There's a whole crew with that, and
Yeah.
even yeah, I mean, it's just a whole crew, right? So
Right.
I was already kind of nervous going into it because I didn't know, we know what to expect. I just knew I needed to get my hands on the Summit because of what they did to me
Right.
for my championship opportunity against the System. Like I brought them in like, hey, you guys haven't, you guys are starting to come back now. It'd be kind of cool if you guys came to this wrestling show. And they're like, yeah, that's sure, that's no problem and everything. I get them a nice front row seat and everything like that. I even pay for their meal that they were eating. Like the drink that I bought was splashed into my face. Like that makes no sense to me still. So we're having a wrestling match. As soon as I give Joseph Alexander a high five, he just splashes it right in my face. And then the next thing I remember I'm in between System's legs and I get dropped on my head. That's pretty much all I remember after that. And then I have Daredevil Derek Fury hopping on top of me, punching me in the face, and then I see some sort of video afterwards saying, "Hey, we're back and we're taking Leonard's place or whatever." And I was like, "You know what? Fine, we'll have a match." And we did it at the Liftbridge Brewery with me and Jerry, and we ended up I think we ended up securing the win there. But going into this match with Wild Pete, again, me and Jerry have a different dynamic, which is me and Wild Pete, we have a different dynamic as well. So going into that match, I was kind of nervous because it could have happened either way, honestly. The system and Coda Jacobs could have won with the Rising. I
Right.
mean, they were already the tag team champs anyway.
Yeah.
so they could have retained, or it could have been the Summit, you know. But I was really hoping that we pulled it out, and we went all over the place. Like, it was pretty crazy. Even Jerry was there, you know. He
Yeah.
got his couple licks in too, you know. But
Yeah.
no, but finally winning it, especially the way we did, it was kind of funny. Like, I'm in the finger four leg lock. People already know I kind of have a bad ankle anyway, so system, I guess, kind of already scouted that and had me an ankle lock, or the finger four,
Yeah.
and I'm on the verge of literally on the verge of tapping because I can't be in that move long. I mean, I don't know if you've been in it, but it's a move
No.
that really hurts, like really bad.
Not by a professional, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm in it, and then all of a sudden, nowhere, I see Wild Pete literally leap over me, and he just bonsai drops onto the system, and we get the 1-2-3 because there's obviously no way system's kicking out with a full grown man on top of his chest. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so that was really cool, but then it was overshadowed by Brian Sager and System just kind of going, you know, butting heads, you know, and that was like years coming anyway, you know. Ever since System won and started calling him Craig, like it was just, you know, it's kind of going downhill from there anyway. So
Yeah. And I got to see kind of the beginning and also the end too. So when the System won the title at the Mountains Theater, and when they faced that Grand Slam. So yeah,
but yeah, I mean, like, winning titles with Wild Pete has been really awesome, honestly. From where we first started until now, like Wild Pete, like, he's a champion, you know. Okay, he's become a really close friend of mine, and to see him, you know, rise to the occasion and have us both be crowned champion, it's really been not only just a test of time, but a really great honor, you know. Just like with Jerry, we're winning the tag team championships with Jerry has been really great too. So I'm just really grateful for the opportunity that MAW's bestowed on me with, you know, being the champion, you know, representing the tag team division as the way it should be, you know, as really great wrestlers, storytellers, and you just want to produce really great wrestling. That's, you know, that's all we can ask for, and we just hope and pray that we always get good competition, and that's why me and Jerry and Brian Sager and Pete all came together and we were like, you know what, let's just throw a good tag team tournament the way the old school style used to be, and whoever wins gets a shot, you know, to really pave way of the new MAW tag team division. So
yeah. Yeah, definitely. So let me go with one of my questions here. So another big thing happening for you, Paradise City Wrestling. You're making your debut January 27th or 20. Wow. Okay, hold on. You're making your debut January 21st, Montgomery, Minnesota, Revival at Maine. Talk about getting talked into being into that match.
Yeah, I believe it's called Chechmate.
Chechmate.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? Once I put on, I think, Facebook or Twitter, I was like, you know what? Time to show everybody my great chess skills. So
yeah,
unless you're Tank Dawson, you say chest instead for some reason. I don't know why. So he plays chest instead of chess. I can go into that, but that's just, you know, that's him.
Oh, that's why
I'm pretty sure he's win all the time anyway. But yeah, no, I'm really excited. I was contacted by PCW, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, why not? Like, right? Like, I mean, if anybody's coming to me to offer me an opportunity, of course I'm going to jump on it. Whatever it is, it could be commentary, reffing. I mean, I'll even be in the stands and do it. But yeah, I'm, you know, any opportunity that's going to be presented my way, I will gladly take. You know, and I will do it with a smile on my face. So I'm super excited. Mitch Paradise is, I mean, he's a pillar of Minnesota wrestling, so why not? You know, and I'm super excited. You know, that brings another organization under my belt. You know, I can see what I can do and prove myself, and hopefully the opportunity skyrocket from there too.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely a big honor to work for Mitch Paradise now and his own promotion now. I know he did the under the big top stuff, but now he's got his own promotion and doing the PCW, and Leonard Literacy is still making his rounds to new promotions. So
Yeah, thank you very much, James Austin. I appreciate that. And Joseph Alexander, I don't know. I mean, as of right now in the record books, I won that match. So if you want to have a rematch, I'm more than willing, because I feel like I haven't had my vengeance fulfilled yet. You know, I really need to show you guys in pain how much that opportunity meant a lot to me, to become the first, well, not the first, but to become an MAW champion, the main champion. Like that, I've always wanted that, you know, since I started with Midwest All Star Wrestling. And the fact that it hasn't happened yet is just kind of, you know, it's a Debbie Downer, but that's not to say I didn't have opportunities presented with me, because again, I'm a 3-time MAW tag team champion. So
yeah, definitely. Okay. But yeah, I want to get to it again to have all the info on here, but where is it? Let me find the poster.
by the way, shout out for the new academy graduates and trainees. Like those guys are really putting in the work, man. Seriously. Like if you guys can, if you haven't already, please, I implore you, please go out there, check all of them out. Seriously. There's not honestly, like every single one brings a good new aspect to Minnesota wrestling. So please go out there, support them, follow them.
Yeah.
Seriously, they're really entertaining.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll touch on that in a sec, but yeah, so Paradise City Wrestling, Revival on Main, Montgomery, Minnesota, doors 5:30, bell 7 p.m. Advance tickets $15, kids 10, $5 more on the day of the show. Pre-sale tickets, Rustic Farmer on Main.com, and yeah, Wonder Literacy making his debut there. Chef Jeff LeBeau will be the new commissioner, I guess. So that should be
that kind of shocked me.
Yeah. I just saw that poster. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, okay.
So
I guess we all know what the chef's cooking now.
Oh yeah.
cooking up some commish.
Oh yeah.
The commit, yeah, he can bring out a new thing called the commish dish.
The commish dish. It's a lasagna mixed with something.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Do you want a whiff of this dish?
Whiff. Oh man. So yeah, he's on there, and Lena Solana System, Garrison Creed, and yeah. Oh yeah, Mitch Paradise versus Aaron Corbin for the first ever PCW championships. So
That'd be very exciting. You really have to watch out for Aaron Corbin. That guy is the I mean, after Ric Flair, he's the dirtiest player in the game, honestly, and he can pull out some tricks that you will not see coming.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, speaking of Academy Town, I've been seeing some of their stuff, and they've been following. They've been finding my page and also the Indie Talk page, and it's just really cool. Like as soon as they become wrestlers, they get their accounts and they're finding me, and I think that's really cool that they're doing that, and been watching their stuff and the MAW Warriors, what they've been doing on there. So
yeah, I've been really like, especially you guys had Jason Rage on. Jason's an awesome dude. Seriously.
Yeah. We haven't had him yet, but I think we'll definitely try to work on it.
Thought you guys had him.
Oh wait, it was Fresh and Lena had him on their show.
Oh my goodness, I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Next guest, Jason.
Yeah. I become a fan
of out to him.
Yeah, I actually texted him today. I ended up seeing his he did a shirt art with CP Arts and graphics. That's where I got my Reading Rainbow design from. And I saw the design where he's like ripping somebody's spine out and like eating their liver or something like that. And I was like, dude, you're like the Kano of Midwest wrestling. Like in Mortal Kombat. You could literally do that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I've become a fan of Jason Rage, and he talked to me for the first time at Steel Domain show, and yeah, I like the stuff that he's doing, and I mean, yeah, it's definitely a great character. He loves that death metal, and just he loves the rage, so can't go wrong with a character like that. So yeah,
I'm just gonna. I think I'm gonna try to make a shirt for him that just says "Liquid Rage" on it. You know, like
oh yeah,
he just Stone Cold Steve Austin just liquid raging all over the place.
yeah, there you go.
And
And
Real Drago too. Real Drago's a super strong dude. He
mhm.
terrifies me every time I see him though.
Yeah, yeah, he's a menace. I've taken pictures next to him. He's just a
Yeah. Like besides Mose Mayhem and Mitch Paradise, it's the only other guy I see that can walk through doors sideways and only sideways. They can't walk through normal anymore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a menace, and I saw when we had him on the show Monday. I was looking back, and he was part of a bodybuilding contest, and he was just ripped to shreds. I'm like, that is a scary.
Jeez.
Just
Jesse, you gotta get on that train, man. You're up
Yeah.
next.
and,
You are you just
yeah.
he's gonna be the only fan. He's gonna be the only fan in wrestling that goes to every show without a shirt on. Like, wait, like you watched the wrestling, it was like you just noticed the one shirt with the one fan without a shirt on. Like that's Jesse
Oh yeah, all the time.
all the time.
He's gonna paint the Indie Talk logo on his stomach and do
Yep.
that. All day.
He's sitting there. He's sitting there with a either a Mountain Dew or a beer, and people are like, "Hey,
Yeah.
man, you need to get it." He's like, "No, I thought this was America. No, this is America."
He's got the little straw cup thingy, the
Yeah.
big hat.
I'm gonna leave that one to you, Jeryn.
He's just
No, that should be that should be program's next merch idea. Honestly,
oh
they
yeah,
have the program and they have the Fiji containers on each
oh
side. Just Stonehenge.
That might work.
You may not be watching, but you need to get on that, please. If you guys can, please pay attention to Stonehenge. That could be the next big thing.
yeah.
Just Fiji water feeding into them.
The logo on it and everything.
Yep.
So.
You
Yeah.
can do the trifecta. You can have that, and then he has like a big Fiji backpack on his back, and it just feeds right into like the neck thing right here. He just
Oh yeah. Just a backpack of Fiji water.
yeah. Here he goes.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. And oh yeah, speaking of a new up and comer, and it's also someone you kind of I think you had like a one show feud or something, but Icarus Alexander, you guys had a little battle on the Warriors tapings. You want to talk about
I was told on the docket that I was going to be facing Icarus Alexander, which again, fine wrestler by the way. The guy can move and he can hit. Like that's I love that, in wrestling. So I was super excited to get in the ring with him. I get in the ring with him. We have a really great match. I ended up winning the match. And then to kind of see the Warriors though, where he met up with Freak Show Cho, and he says, he ever since I beat him, he's lost a piece of himself, but now he's finding it. Like it's really cool watching the character progression with him. But yeah, Icarus Alexander, if you guys can, please book him. He's a really great talent.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Super cool dude too.
Yeah. I wasn't sure how I felt about him. I'm like with the freak show, being with the freak show and everything. I think it's got a character developing, so I think I think he'll do pretty good. So
yeah, I mean the promotional work with Cho and Icarus and the way Chavo's doing things, man, like wow, I was really blown away by it. You get that whole like, I'm not gonna say they're not like, it's like a touch of like what Bray Wyatt was doing with
Mhm.
like the whole the World Eater thing, like that. I always like that aspect of wrestling. Anything you can add to wrestling that makes it like a new version of it, like super cool. So I'm really digging the whole tag team with those two. Like they're really cool.
yeah, definitely. And Drago was mentioned another new up and comer, Shay Diesel. I've been seeing some of his stuff. So
The professional scumbag.
oh yeah,
That's what he calls himself, like the
Oh,
professional scumbag.
oh, okay.
I'm just waiting to see like more scumbag stuff he could do.
Mhm.
Like I like in your instance, what would be a scumbag thing to do?
Uh,
Is that like just I don't know, nothing too gross, but like
oh yeah. Oh,
as eating food, you just come by and just take their plate and just walk off with it like nothing happened. Like that's a scumbag thing to do. Like
yeah.
you're at a gym or at a pool or something like that, and somebody takes off their Crocs and dives in the pool, and all of a sudden somebody comes by and just puts their foot in their Crocs and walks off with them. Like that's a scumbag thing to do. I
Yeah.
paid a lot of money for those Crocs, man. Like, geez.
Mhm.
With
Takes the
you
hot
know,
dog away from a fan or something.
yeah,
Just
you take the hot dog, you bite it, and put the hot dog back. Like that's a scumbag thing to do. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah. I
but
think
yeah,
it'd
no,
be
I think he's a good up and comer. Like he is a really good bright future.
hmm Yeah, definitely. And who else is? Oh, Rory Fox just joined the Instagram for a second. Shout out to Rory
Hey,
Fox.
Hey,
how's it
Rory.
going, Rory?
Yeah.
He's a really great wrestler, honestly. Very like if you guys can please watch his stuff too. At a match, I want to say a feud ending match in Iowa at LWE.
Oh,
Um yeah, it was for no, he's the current LWE champion, and I went to wrestle him for that contender spot, and he beat me like
mhm.
with with little effort.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
The guy's really good, in really great shape. If you guys can, please follow Rory as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got to see him. It was a few years ago. He was doing some work for Steel Domain Wrestling. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely cool guy. What else? I guess not to bring up another passing, but I guess it is something pretty big. But few days ago, UFC Hall of Famer Steven
Yeah.
passed away, which
Oh
was
man, yeah. Jeez.
yeah. I was like, oh man, because I remember him like being a big advertisement for last year's MEW show and being the big UFC
Yep.
guy.
At the lift bridge.
Yeah. I saw
So
the you
uh,
took it too.
that's
So
yeah, so what happened with the video was I ended up taking a bunch of people, but I ended up taking certain celebrities that were there. I wanted to take a video with them, like, how would
uh-huh.
you feel when you see me for the first time or whatever, right? So I was
Uh-huh.
like, all right, can I take this picture with you? He's like, yeah, sure, whatever. I was like, well, just give me an impression of like, what would you say to me the first time we meet or something like that? By the way, my name's TJ, right?
Yeah.
So then that's play. I was like, hey, this is my good friend here, Stephen Bonner. Just wanted to say hi, whatever. And he's like, why don't you shut your mouth, TJ? And I'm just looking at him like, okay. And he just gives me this dirty look.
Just kept staring at you.
Just staring at me. It's like, okay. Like you literally wants to just close on my head off. Like,
Mhm.
okay, I'll leave that one alone. But I kept it just in case, like show my friends and like post later and stuff. And to hear that he passed away recently is just super sad. So just
Mhm.
thought it'd be, like a good, funny, not only rib on myself, but just to show like a cool personality. And
Right.
by the way, phenomenal match that he had. Jeez, this Nick Aldis. If you guys can, please, if you can, I think the match is still on YouTube at the MAW
Hmm.
channel. Just go out there and watch the match. The match is phenomenal. I was like, how long you been wrestling? Like for? It's like, oh, I just like 2 years in. I've had like 20 matches or something like that. I'm like, what?
Oh, wow.
Like, dude, you're in UFC and now you're doing this, and then to watch him work was like really cool. Like,
Oh yeah.
he's a super underrated wrestler.
hmm Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I
And
don't see
not,
the
not
match
only
yet.
that, so you can go ahead.
hmm Yeah, definitely got to check that out. So
And
yeah.
that, and then remembering that I wasn't really a big UFC fan, but the finale of UFC one, or it's like the Ultimate Fighter one. Sorry, that's what it was, because they were
Yep.
doing like a reality show where they were like going through training and seeming to be the number one contender or whatever, and they were fighting for a contract at the end of it. And the finale was Forrest Griffin versus Stephen Bonner, to whoever won got the the contract or whatever. And that was, to me, still the best UFC fight I've ever seen to this day.
Right.
Like, I've seen crazy knockouts and stuff, but to
Right.
see that fight, like, it was so good that Dana Brooke was like, sorry, not Dana Brooke, Dana White. He was like, "Yep, I'm signing both of these guys," and he sure enough did. And Forrest Griffin became my favorite fighter. But realizing that it was both of those guys together, like, they just made magic, man. Like, it was super cool.
Yeah, 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 definitely. Yeah, prayers, Stephen Boner's family. It's always hard when there's I've been seeing so many passings now on Facebook. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, man. Like, it's kind of crazy. Even Christy Alley, like, I remember watching her when I was a little kid and stuff. Like, she was in almost all the movies I watched.
Yeah, yeah. And oh shit, I forgot what was his name again, but the Power Ranger guy. That was unfortunate.
Oh, yeah, man. Damn. Jason David Frank.
Yeah.
JDF.
Yeah.
That one hurt me. Like, I was a huge Power Rangers fan when growing up, and I liked the. I mean, I liked pretty much I liked the male Rangers, like the red, the black, and the blue. And I was like, okay. And then as soon as Tommy popped on the screen, I was like, nope, favorite color is green now. Like, it was green all the way. Then he lost the green powers and became the White Ranger, and I was like, I still love green, but I'm sticking with the White Ranger. For my 13th birthday, I got a White Ranger cake. Like, went to see the Power Rangers movie when it got released on VHS, and then I think the next one after that was Turbo. He became the Zeo Ranger Red, or Zeo Ranger 5 Red, and then became Turbo Ranger, and then I kind of fell out of Power Rangers after that. But still always, still always supported the actor and the father that he was and stuff, and found out he was in the UFC too. Well, he wasn't in the UFC, but he had like MMA fights and stuff, which is really cool. If I was his opponent, I'd be like, I don't know about the Green Ranger. I mean, I've seen him kick Goldar in the face and taking down thousands of armies of putties and stuff. Like, I'm pretty good. I don't want to fight this dude.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Jesse. You want to go?
No, I was just looking at what Shay Diesel's comment. I'm not sure the rest of the scumbag. I mean, I would like to get in the ring with you. I just don't want to get scumbagged. I'm afraid. I mean, you've been laying waste to everybody left and right. I mean, geez. You even took out Tank Dawson in the Battle Royal. I can believe that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, Shay's a monster to be reckoned with. Don't mess with him, guys. So
yeah, I mean, at least the cool thing he can say is people look up to him. Like,
yeah,
you have to look up to me. Yeah, I mean, we understand we have to look up to you.
Yeah. It happens to everyone eventually. That's what it says.
Scumbag. Oh my god.
Get scumbag.
Well, whenever I get that invitation, I will gratefully accept it, and we'll be a body, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. Make it happen, Brian. So yeah. Shout out to Shay Diesel. So
yeah, shout out to Shay Diesel. If you can, please follow him. Give him your love and support. You know he is a scumbag. I'm just saying that's just who he is. Like,
yeah. I've only got to see one of his matches. I think it was his Below Zero Wrestling debut. He was in a battle royal too. So yeah.
Did he win it?
No, he didn't win it. No, I don't mean to say it like that. But no, he
no.
didn't.
No, I don't mean to say it like that either.
No, you think that guy went? No,
no, I meant that like, when he gets into a battle royal, like, it looks like everybody has to take that guy out in order for them to survive at least. But yeah.
Yeah. That guy, you see, no.
You think that guy's gonna win? And then he stands next to you, and you're like, okay, he's gonna win.
Yeah. Oh, that was his first match, I guess. And
first elimination? Oh no. Well, I bet when he goes back, he's gonna redeem that, sure.
Yeah.
He's gonna make Roman Reigns Royal Rumble eliminations like
Oh,
look like preschool, math.
yeah. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, no, Devo Knight and Miles Morgan or Mora was in that match too, making their BZW debut.
Miles Mora, that dude.
Yeah, you bet had a little run in with him too, didn't you? Or
It's been a little bit more than a run in, that's for sure.
oh yeah.
At the restart of the Warriors tapings, I had a match with Paul Verk, which again was a super great match. Paul Verk's an amazing talent, honestly, and in that match, I realized why he is the current MAW heavyweight champion. Because he's a great wrestler, he smacks hard too, like really hard.
Yeah.
I just finally got my brain back last week from that match, but no, but at the end of that match, he gave me the floor. He gave me the opportunity to the fans appreciate the show that we put on. And as soon as he leaves, here comes this Cosby sweater wearing wrestler coming out of nowhere, turning around and giving me the code breaker, and then just standing there like he's $1,000,000. Like again, using me as a stepping stone for what? So
Yeah.
then I go back there and question him, like, "Hey, man, what the hell was that for? Like, why would you do that?" Then he says I'm some sort of, he's sorry, he's not gonna deal with me like I'm some sort of animal because I was gonna try to attack him or whatnot. And then he says, we'll have a match next week or whatever. Following week we have a match, and sure enough, as I'm looking at the tape, I'm noticing now that almost every match that I've had in MAW Warriors, I mean, excluding as of late, the last 3 matches, I've been beaten by roll up. So I need to rethink my strategies a little bit. So, because Paul Verk beat a roll up, and then here comes Miles Mora following Paul Verk's, you know, repertoire and roll me with a roll up, and he won. I'll bet they're watching the tape. He pulled my trunks, or my singlet. I mean, but that's not neither here or there. He still won. And then, to not see him for a couple weeks or whatever the case was, and then have my match with Joseph Alexander, and after beating him, which he says was a 2 count, but the ref counted 3 and awarded me the win. I get this note from Miles saying, "Meet me next week" or whatever, which was the week before his taping, and now this last week, I go to meet up with him. If you guys can see it, just go to YouTube, search up Midwest All Star Wrestling, look at MAW Warriors, and you'll see the current episode where we have a sit down. He says he wants bygones to be bygones, and we're sitting there, and he has chairs and microphone, and he has sort of drink or whatnot, and he starts tearing me down, saying I'm depressed because he beat me. That he brings up my Mindy wrestler rating or wrestler placement, which is like 26 out of 50. And he says, how do you like it that 25 other wrestlers are better than you, including me? Like, that's kind of a small dig, saying that I'm a MAW champion, a 3-time champion, but I'm putting half the work because I'm only a tag team champion, not a singles wrestler. Throwing another dig on me, And I was like, you know what, like, stop with the BS. You said you wanted to be bygones, let's just let it slide, And then he brings up my mom, which she was at the show. I'm like, okay. And he says how this is first of all, he says, how you doing to my mom? Like, seriously, dude, that's my mom, man. Like, come on. Then he says she's only here to show support for me for the first time because she went to take care of my siblings, because I'm the older of 2 brothers. So she would mainly watch and, support them and not support me in my doing of wrestling. So I just had enough. So he's like, well, let's just let bygones be bygones or whatever, after ripping me to shreds. He pours a drink, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna dig him on one, I'm gonna dig on him once. So I took my drink and, pouring down, some for the homies, I go to pour it, his shoe just happens to be there. So what does this dude do? He spits out his drink, which I thought he swallowed. He spits it in my eyes. He
Wow.
elbows me right in the face, nearly knocking me out. Then he throws me into the post.
Oh, jeez.
And in doing so, takes my reading glasses, which I don't have now because reading glasses, they're prescriptions. They take a minute to get when they get broken. This purposely stands in the middle of the ring and breaks my glasses, and then throws them at my mom.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, like he's on a hellbound tour. Really, his first backstage interview, he said he was gonna just leave me a body in MAW, and as he goes higher in the ranks or whatnot. It's like you're kind of taking it to a whole nother level when you're insulting me in front of everybody, and then insulting me in front of my mom, and then insulting my mom like that. Like there's almost no like what can I do with this guy? How do I deal with this?
Yeah.
Sag, if you're watching, man, seriously, we gotta figure something out.
Yeah. Might have to have like a best of 3 or like a steel cage or a table match or something. I don't know.
Maybe a respect match, something. That sounds. I don't know. It's something has to give. I can't, sit and deal with this. So I'm trying to, help with the tag team tournament. I'm dealing with that, and then dealing with Miles more at the same time. Like it's, something's got to give.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'm all for he's going through the academy. Support him if you can and stuff like that. No, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
But you're really kind of crossing the line there.
Yeah. Definitely. You better watch out, Miles. More Leonard's coming for you. So, yeah. I haven't seen or I haven't seen the new stuff yet. But when I did see the Breaker, I was like, oh man. So,
yeah. No, Kenny Defiance is sitting pretty comfortably with saying that last comment there.
Oh, you played down.
Go ahead, you can read it out loud.
Oh, okay. Kenny Defiance says you can push a man down a flight of steps, but don't talk about your mama. If you can't handle Miles, the man I defeated this summer in River Falls, how do you expect to stand square with Defiance? Uh-oh.
Well, I mean, if you read the last comment, it says, how do you expect to stand? Last time we met, I was standing and you were laying down a flight of stairs. So that would, I mean, you just your own question, so you know why. Just saying.
You know why. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, Kenny, come on, man. Oh, yes, Jesse disappeared. Hold up.
Did Jesse fall out again? I sit here imagine like Jesse, like, throwing a couple back and he's just like,
he just falls asleep. He's in his. Well, I mean, it looks like
he's on autopilot, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Jesse.
No, yeah.
Or just like, what's an interview, and just drops the phone, just lets it see, straight up or whatnot.
Oh man. Yeah. He'll be back in a sec, I'm sure. So his Jerry Allricker probably broke in his house or something. I don't know. Wouldn't be the first time if you guys.
Him and Rampage are really good friends now. Like, that's really cool.
Yeah. I saw their video with the Bullybrand. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of the Bullybrand stuff. JD just had one recently, and yeah, seriously, Bullybrand's really cool. He was just having a couple of those, selling T-shirts and stuff. Like, it's a really good cause.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm glad Jerry and Rampage are on good terms, because earlier this year, Jerry Allricker broke into the System's house, kidnapped the System live on screen, and Rampage was there too. So I'm sure he probably got Rampage. So yeah, you got to go watch that back. That was earlier this year in March or something. So
yeah,
jeez.
Live on screen kidnapping. It was the first ever real thing that's happened.
Live on screen kidnapping.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I was like, should we like call 911 or what should we do? And I was like, I didn't know at the time. I was like, Crixus, you go. What do you say?
You're like, I don't know whether to police, but I like what I'm seeing. So
Yeah, I don't know.
watching.
Yeah. I mean, System's got a big mouth. Maybe he needed to be kidnapped, but I'm like, it's a kidnapping. I don't know what he do. So.
It's still a kidnapping stuff.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'm just see. I got my brain turning because now I'm just sitting there thinking like, when am I going to see the wrestler one where a wrestler's walking out of the show, he has a giving back everything, all of a sudden this truck comes out of nowhere, takes the guy, and throws him in the van, and just drives off like into the sunset. Like, what just happened? Like what? Now you just see his gimmick tote just sitting there like his wrestling bag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's you got to put that on your list to watch. Back in it was the Zero Sympathy one that we had. So
yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to put that out there. That might be the top of the list. I got to see this live.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what to do, Jesse. What are we doing?
I have no idea. I mean,
Yeah,
I think Jerry felt really bad that he had to do it, but
yeah.
He felt bad.
I think so.
I got remorse during the kidnapping. That makes
Jesse's like, maybe we should put like wanted Jerry posters out. So I made that.
Did that.
Social media. Oh man! But thankfully, Jerry returned the system when we had the system and oh shoot, no, why am I forgetting the Nerd and Out Con owner? He
okay.
What's his name, Jesse?
Brad.
Brad, yeah. Oh yeah,
Brad.
Yeah, he returned them for the Brad Vegas and System show and the MAW show. I was like, well, I'm glad you made it back in peace, System, because that was pretty brutal. It's like a horror screen. Just I was like, oh no.
Yeah, you gotta send me that video. I gotta see that.
Yeah. That may or may not make the top 10 funny moments of the year. So keep track of that video that comes out soon. So
are you gonna have something like that?
Yeah, I'm working on something like that.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that sort of stuff.
Trying to do the stuff like how WWE does it with their content or how interviewers do it with their stuff. So trying to get something out there. I'm working on getting some clips put together. So yeah. I guess the little preview we got but yeah, trying to get various clips from different shows, and so far we've got the System and Jerry for that. We got a Leonard clip from the first show. We got Aaron Corbin, Cody O'Neill clip, and still working on
man. Yeah, those two are awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
I was there watching Corbin talk about his and stuff like that, and he talked about a match that we had. We've had two matches. One was a singles against it was me and him at I want to say it was the Samoa Joe show.
Samoa Joe. Oh,
yeah, it was a big Samoa Joe show that we had, and then the second one was I think the Colt Cabana show we did.
Oh yeah, okay.
And it was with him and his brother, but yeah, super cool guy, man. Seriously.
Yeah, definitely. And you had a match with Corbin too that I remember from an MIW or something back in COVID time.
At the gym.
Yeah, I recreated that in figure form too. So
yeah, I saw those pictures of it. It was pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a cool match. I had the Leonard Literacy with the book club singlet, and then that Corbin with the green and yellow kilt. So yeah, fun. Took a while.
Really do a good job with those figures, man. Seriously.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I've been I've been a little slow on it recently, but I mean, yeah, it's still making them, and I have lots of footage of stuff that I never fully posted the stuff that I made last December around this time. I made a couple matches with using your figure and the Craven Knight figure and Rampage and all that. So yeah.
I'm waiting to see a Drago figure. It's gonna be kind of cool.
Oh
I
yeah.
saw the Moses one was really cool too.
Hmm. Yeah, I've done 3 Moseses now, so he might be one of
Jeez.
the probably one of the hardest figures to make too. So yeah, because I use the Warlord torso and arms, then Bubba Ray Dudley head and crotch piece and legs. So it takes a while to I have my stepdad help disassemble it, and then I just paint it up and sculpt it. But yeah, it takes a
Jeez.
little while. So yeah. But yeah, Bubba Ray Dudley and Moses Mayhem have a good look alike. I didn't realize that till I had the figure. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
you
Now you just
shaved
gotta
down
make a
Bubba Ray.
now you just gotta make a summit one.
Mhm. Oh yeah, yeah. I got to
Your
get
first
that.
tag team.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I still haven't
Or
done it.
like or like Frito Cho and Icarus. Like that'd be
Oh
trying to
yeah.
think who that would be, honestly.
Um. Yeah. How would you do a freak show?
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah. He'd be a smaller dude, but I'm trying to think who would.
Yeah.
Jimmy Wang Yang or something. I don't know. Yeah. Be something like
You probably
that.
have to take out the mustache, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And
Oh, thanks, Drago. I appreciate that, man.
oh yeah, yeah, that was actually a good match to watch. I watched that in full, so yeah.
It's kind of funny. So when I play Street Fighter, there's a certain character. His name is Jeryn. He does a tackle. It's pretty much just running. It's like a shoulder block, pretty much, right? So I'm playing that during my video game stream. We were just keeping up with the episode or whatnot, and Chavo made a new header video. So then it ends with me and Pulveric in that match, and he gives me the tackle. And my one buddy shows up on there. He's like, "Yeah, it's funny how Len takes an EX tackle or whatever. Like EX is a more powerful version of a tackle." So I
Oh,
kind of just was like laughing over it because it's a Street Fighter reference and a wrestling reference. So
oh yeah, yeah. There you go.
uh Leonard
Oh,
versus System at Faribault was good both matches before Leonard became a cheap shot artist. Yeah. You mean
oh,
chair shot artist? Woo-hoo. Yeah, Yahtzee. We go
mm-hmm. Yo, Leonard.
burn.
Yo. Yeah, yeah. I wish I got to watch that match in person, but yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that match is pretty cool. The only downfall in that match, besides me getting royally screwed over, uh, so I had the idea of putting System in the trash can, which I did, but it wasn't really the trash can. It
Hmm.
was the recycling where all the
Oh,
bottles and stuff were. So I shoved him in there, and when I pulled him back out, his arm's like weeping blood, and I'm like, oh no, that's not good.
yeah.
You know.
No. ECW.
So
Oh,
System's hardcore, guys. No,
yeah, systems are hardcore legend now. So,
yeah,
oh man.
he had a
System.
crimson shoulder,
Oh yeah.
just
Oh no.
weeping.
Yeah, yeah. Was it head first, or you just shove them in there
Yeah, I
like?
should have been head first, but I think he was able to protect himself, but it just like his shoulder, he was just a few tricklets, but that was about it.
Oh jeez.
It was a
Yeah.
great match, though. The crowd was really hot for it.
Mhm.
I mean, we
Yeah.
had this whole build up because I did like an interview thing and everything, and the people of Faribault really like me. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, I
Yeah.
was really hoping I was going to win that, man. It would have been really cool, especially the match before me ended up. I had well, that was literally right after Grand Slam.
Mhm.
It was right after Grand Slam 3, I believe.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was after Grand Slam 3,
Okay.
and I had COVID, so that's why I missed it.
Oh, that's
Because
right.
I was supposed to be in the battle royal, but I wasn't able to make it. So they gave me an opportunity to fight the system, which was
Mhm.
cool. But before that, the last time Faribault saw me was before my injury. So I think they were really hot on me then after that.
Mhm. Yeah, 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 definitely. I
But I
mean,
hear the last show at Faribault, somebody went through a wall. What was that about?
oh yeah, Jesse, you were there.
Yeah, X
Uh,
X went through the wall.
X went through the wall.
Yep.
By Paul Verk.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I guess that's really meant what he mean by breaking the fourth wall. Just literally.
Literally, yeah. Yeah, I watched the
Jeez.
video footage of that. It was like, I don't think it wasn't even 5 minutes into the match, just
Oh
boom.
my goodness, really?
Yeah, I was like, Jesus, they went at it. So yeah, I don't. It was quite the match. So there's a X spray painted on there and everything. So oh man, yeah, X didn't have a good night that
Jeez.
night. So yeah, it was
Well, it sounds awesome. I always like the Faribault shows, man. They really do turn out.
yeah, Faribault's a good place. So except if you're at like the raceway and people are leaving towards the end of a Paul Verk Nikki Heat match and like late at night, I was like, yeah, but I guess the fair matches, or the Legion matches are better than the fair matches for sure. I think so. Yeah.
Well, then you're not smelling, like horses running through areas,
Oh yeah, that's true.
because that could always deter you. I mean, you guys are in the grandstands, but we're down there. We're like,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh yeah. You
smells
were.
like wrestling. Like, yes, smells
Yeah.
like hot summer wrestling.
Oh yeah. I saw some dirt picked up there. I was like, oh yeah. Got the grandstand. Yeah. Oh
Yeah, you
man.
guys are grandstanding because you guys are definitely standing away from that mud pie.
Oh yeah. And they've MAW said that done a show at, like 2 different raceways too. I was like, why do you want to
And
be
it's
in a
always on it for some reason. It's always on the hottest day. Like, why does
that
it
was
be
hot
that
day?
like that muggy out? Really?
Yeah, that's right. Who did you face that day in the Faribault again? That was a new guy.
I think it was Chico Chavo or
She
Chico Suave.
was yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember.
Really cool guy. I've been keeping up with his work and stuff, man. He's been really cool.
hmm Yeah, definitely. Uh, Jesse.
So I just got one more question for you. So who do you think is behind the attacks of Paul Burke?
It's
All right,
Leonard.
so it was revealed in the last show, but before
Oh,
that, right before that, yeah, yeah, show very unique, yeah. No, so it was before that though. Before I had it, so just because what I like to do is I was watching the show and kind of do the play by play, and watching it during my stream. But before that, I literally thought it was either Tank Dawson, Shay Diesel, because that would be a scumbag thing to do to really, mess up somebody and just leave a championship right there. Like to me, that's
yeah.
what it seemed like. Uh, X because they had some beef there and back or whatnot,
hmm
and the other one was who's the other one?
Sterling.
Yeah, well, I don't know because Sterling would be the type to do it in front of everybody just because he wants the clout. I
Yeah,
mean that he did it the last couple of times. That's how the title changed over twice at the MEW, main title tournament. Sterling came out of nowhere and um, pretty much did the what is it what is the movie called it, the Cutter from the Heavens,
yeah.
and he did it to Craven, and that's how System won it. And then at high stakes, System's about to do it again, and all of a sudden here comes Sterling again, comes out of nowhere, and he just cutters from the heaven on System, and Paul Verk wins it. That's also on Fight TV as well, even though I kind of ruined it. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, he just seems like the kind of guy who would just do it in front of everybody. But uh, other than that, I don't know. It could have been. I also could. Well, I don't know. But those are my thoughts. I mean, I thought it was either Shay, Tank, um, X, or I don't know. Maybe it could have been Drago even. Like
Never
Drago
know.
just kind of make a one-time appearance.
Oh yeah. He just does it and leaves for Florida, so nobody knows.
I come to Minnesota for one thing, and then I got to go. All right, what is the one thing? Don't worry about it. Okay, never mind. Not gonna
Yeah.
worry about it. One person is completely laid out with a title across him, and I'm on my flight to Florida. Oh, okay. Bye.
Yeah, that'd be quite the thing to do. So,
Yeah,
and yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I just got one thing too. You
sure.
want to recap all the shows that you got coming up now?
Oh, okay. Well, these are the ones I've written down.
Oh.
All right, to start off, let's see, we have no, that's a CPAP meeting.
Oh, okay.
We have PCW January 21st. We have I think I'm gonna try to make an appearance at MAW Supercard to figure out the anointed tag team, who's gonna win the tag team tournament. I hear it possibly might be the matchup. So if that is the case, I definitely want to be there to see what happens. So you should too.
All right.
At Steel Domain and MAW, they've been doing it for the last 3-4 years now. So
Yeah.
and then the following night is January 28th, APW.
Mhm.
Location to be determined, but you will most definitely see me versus Ken E. Defiance versus Zach Neal for the United States title. And like I said again, I'm going to walk out as the champion. Why? You know why.
Oh yeah.
Just saying that, just putting that out there.
Mhm.
I haven't got a confirmation yet, but I want to see if I want to possibly see if I can go to Heart of the Warrior 3. We'll see what happens there. And that's it so far. So I have dates open
Hmm.
for any that are willing to have me on the show.
Okay.
And then of course, whenever Warriors start back up, I'll be, participating in that again. Hopefully I can get this thing resolved with Miles Mora, who's been a thorn in my backside.
Mhm. Yeah.
And we're not
Yeah.
talking about like those small little itty bitty ones. We're talking like an Arizona cactus
Oh.
thorn in my side.
Oh, geez. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully you get that resolved. So next Okie, if you're out there, I know get Leonard on that show.
Yeah. I have another show
Oh, yeah.
soon. Wait, let me see here.
Hmm.
Let me message really quick because I know I've been doing referee work
Oh.
for Showtime.
Hmm.
Oh, you've been doing that. Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, I go by as Ref Troy.
That's right. Okay.
Ref Troy.
No.
Even though the last time I was there, Kelly Cass Carter decided to introduce me to his elbow and nearly knocked me out. So that was interesting.
Oh.
But I digress.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. Yeah, go see Ref Troy, guys. Something
Yeah.
to
I don't know if I can come up with a shirt with that, but yeah, pretty much like you
yeah.
said, I pretty much I'm a bag of tricks. I do a bunch of different things. I can do commentary. People have been asking me to do a podcast, but I'll leave that to you guys because you guys are the pros in that aspect. I don't know. Even if I had a podcast, I wouldn't know what I would really talk about anyway. But no, I do commentary work, referee, wrestler, uh, ring crew setup. Like I do it all. So cameraman, whatever you need me to do, I'll do it.
Yeah, yeah. In this ring, on this mic, even in commentary.
No one can touch me.
Yeah. Butter's kind of the pipe bomb right now.
Oh shoot! Well, mine's more of like a smoke bomb. Like just
Oh yeah, there you go.
less explosion, more smoky.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Oh man. But yeah, I think that's all we got for you, Leonard. It was awesome to have you on the show for Leonard 2 times, seeing what you're up to, all these
Leonard double take.
oh, Leonard Doubleday. There you go.
Wait, is that Leonard? No, there he is right there.
Yeah. Leonard double take, Troy won. I don't know.
Nick, is
Yeah.
that you?
Oh man.
Yeah. And then no, what should I call you guys? Like, is it just Double J?
Double J.
Yeah, kind
About
of like an inside gimmick, like.
Oh, inside. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got to come up with some because you got a couple names. I'm like, those are some cool names, man. But
Yeah, Bookman. What is it? The Underbooker. Like that was a funny gimmick too. Yeah. So what happened was we did it was what show was it? I think it was a Halloween show, and I came with this idea called the Underbooker, and it's pretty much like the Undertaker, but I was just a dead librarian, and I just came out. I think Stonehenge beat me up,
Hmm.
and I think he won the match or whatnot, and then. Yeah, because he gave me the Rolling Stone. That's what it was. He gave me the Rolling Stone, which again, shout out to Stonehenge for being a great talent, by the way. Him and Kyle Pro are killing it as the program. But so he gave me the Stonehenge. So then there's a battle royal later in the night, and I come out for there's a paranormal. I forget the guy's name now, but he does the paranormal stuff at MAW. But he came out there and he was like my pallbearer, and I went out there and I just choke slammed Stonehenge. I got clothesline out of the ring, and I just walked back. I was just me in dark makeup in a library outfit, and that was it. But I just thought it was super hilarious. Like it was, I always thought of like what if Leonard, like the wrestler, just died in the ring and somebody had like the Necronomicon and resurrected him back. Like, you know, that would be the Underbooker.
There you go.
Oh, why do I have bad ideas?
Yeah.
Another bad idea, or this will be the last one, then that would be done. But another idea I had was an over the top ladder match.
Hmm.
You want to know what that is?
No, you throw them outside the ladder. No, yeah, I don't know how that works.
That'd probably be a better idea than the one I had. So the over the top ladder match is you set up a ladder and you have to crawl up one side of the ladder and crawl down the other side. And if you get to the very top of the last step on the ladder and you get knocked off, you have to do it all over again because you have to climb up one side and go down the other.
There you go. I mean,
we're like, yeah, I'm turning this guy off now. Like, whatever.
I mean, you got the reverse Money in the Bank too. That's another weird thing.
Wait, what's that one?
In TNA, there's the thing where you have to like you have the belt on the ground, but you have to hang it back up.
What?
Yeah. then once you win, you take it down right away because you win.
What?
Yeah, that's the weirdest thing too. And
I always thought the Ultimate X match had a unique, twist to it, but I just didn't like I said, the one time where the X was hanging, and all of a sudden it just fell off and landed on the guy's arms, like, So I just thought it was funny, but yeah,
definitely. Oh yeah, if you guys hear water, I'm in the basement right now, so there's probably some sounds. So yeah,
that's totally fine. I thought it was just Jesse just drinking something, like it's Mountain Dew or something.
Yeah,
Jesse. It's like, okay, he's chugging along.
Going, so.
I'm sorry to give you crap. I'm just
Yeah.
It means I respect you. That's all.
At least you're doing it a good way. Pete King's a meanie guy. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I do hear that his underwear is not clean. That's all I hear.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding, boss. I'm kidding.
Yeah. But yeah, it was great to have you on the show, the updates and debuts, being the tag team champions, and just any gaming. That was a fun thing to talk about. So it's definitely cool to have you on the show, and I'll see you down the line probably. So
seriously, the pleasure has been mine. I always enjoy not only watching you guys, but also being on the show itself. So the people that are watching this or that will watch it later, because I know you will, please keep following and supporting Indie Talk with Jesse and Jeryn. These guys are awesome, and they'll continue to be awesome. So,
thank you, Leonard. Yeah, I mean,
no problem.
Yeah, and fans, thanks for watching. And well, actually, hold up. This is the last show of 2022, guys. So
Oh, it is. Jeez.
yeah, forgot to say that. Yeah,
I feel honored being the last, participant. It's like being in the battle royal.
There
The
you
last
go.
one.
yeah.
There can only be one.
There can only be the ones. So yeah, so I mean, I'll for sure post before the end of the year about some stuff, but yeah, it's the last live show before 2023, and it looks like we're still going. I don't think we're stopping right now. So yeah, got a lot of stuff booked up, and let me see. Hold on.
Sorry, I did the for life.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay,
For life.
for life. Yeah, we got just a couple upcoming things. When we come back, 2023, got Derek Stone coming up, Missa Kate, Christopher Allen or Christopher Carmen the third, and lots more coming up. So yeah,
That's a good lineup, actually.
oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, definitely a lot of things coming up.
So you watching this right now, you tune in, you watch every single one, support Indie Talk. Do it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And as Leonard would say, just book it.
Book okay, there you go. But yeah, fans, we'll be signing out now. See you in 2023. So
3. Sorry,
yeah.
yeah. Pick 3, my lord. Pick 3. Said the Shrek line. Sorry,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, seriously, you guys take care. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, too.